it's kind of weird. So when you learn to ride a bike, right, you're taught not to cap the front brake, and you're taught, you know, to remove your thumb from underneath the throttle. But I think it kind of comes down to a few elements here. I think it kind of, how aggressive do you ride? I think that's kind of the question you need to ask yourself. I can ride aggressively, and I can also ride, you know, sensible, how I'm doing now, you know. So yeah, I mean, I've never liked how they teach you how to brake, and it's like this, like, I think it's like that, or no. So they teach you to brake with all your fingers, but I only brake with 2 fingers, if that makes sense. So I can still pull back the throttle and brake at the same time. Ignore everything I've just said. But yeah, it comes down to how aggressive do you ride, you know? Like, I'm braking now, but I've still got my hands there. You need to put all 4 hands on there, apparently. It's 2 is it 1 lane or 2 lanes? I don't know. I always thought it was 2 lanes here. I want to try and upload more frequently now that I've got a proper setup going. So obviously wait for that new microphone to arrive, and we should be Gucci, you know, we should be good to go. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go home. I'm kind of working out a longer route. Not home, sorry. Bloody hell. So I got to work late this morning, and they're like, oh, we need you to go to another site. So I was like, say no more. So I'm going to another site right now. Not a normal site. I've got to go Frimley Hospital. So we'll see. See what the crack is. But yeah, my riding style is so different to so many people, and I think that's kind of the key point here. When you go on Facebook or when you watch videos on YouTube, you see so many different types of riding styles out there. And like, when you've been riding for as long as I have, not that long, I've only been riding for like 9 years, you kind of find out what works best for you, you know? And for me, this works best for me, how I'm riding now. Like, look, you know, how I've got my hands set up and things like that. Like, I'm not the best rider in the world, far from it. But you gotta, for me personally, the way I ride is there's a time and a place for everything. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. So like, this is a 30 right now, but I ain't gonna do fucking 110 mile an hour for it. And I think it's just so important to understand the basics of time and a place. And I think once you've nailed that and got that down to a T, you're kind of more than less, you know, ready to go. Like, might open it a bit now because it's less enclosed. But yeah, time and a place 100%. That's kind of what I rely on here at this point. That kid loved my back. Look at that man on the phone. I can't hear you. There's a dickhead on a bike going past. I kind of wanted to touch on something here, right? When winter riding, personally for me, what works best? People say you should always stay on the right hand side, like so number 1 or number 3, like position wise. Like follow the tyre marks. But But for me personally, what I find works best is staying central in the middle of the road. Now why is a good question, right? Although you get a lot of shit in the middle of the road, so I don't always do it. Like right now I'm kind of, you know, I'm on the right hand side, position 3. But why would I go in the middle? And the simplest answer is you'll find the driest part of the road is the middle of the road. And if that's the driest, like right now it's not, because it's like this corner's shit. But in reality it is. It's the driest part of the road. Like now I'm kind of in like a position 1. I spend the majority of my time in position 2 because I find it's the driest part, and more and less the slippery, not so slippy. And the logic behind that is when a car is stationary and not moving, their exhaust manifold and exhaust itself gets hot. Same with the engine, you know, like the whole engine bay. So my logic behind that is it's heating the road beneath it, whether it be like 1 degree or 0.02 degrees, still somehow heating it, right? Oh, this guy's letting me come through. So I'm like, oh, logically that would be the best position. Like now, like it's dry. And the thing is, although I'm an aggressive rider, I don't need to ride aggressively all the time. Like, there's just no need for it at all. I don't know. Like, it's quite dry in the middle here compared to out the right hand side here. I mean, gear 6. Like now, like I just need my rear brake. I'm not going too fast. This car's going a bit slow in front. But you don't always need to be so like aggressive when you ride. Just relax, man. Like, enjoy it. I guess if you're a beginner, you know, you need to kind of be more aware on your surroundings. Like I just gave you there, you know, you do stuff second nature. Like you don't even know. If I want to ride aggressive, I just do this, you know. I don't need to change gear, but I will. And then again, I don't need to brake. I'm not even braking right now. I don't need to. I'm slowing down with the bike. I'm in 5th gear anyway. You don't need to. Oh shit, we're slowing down. Quickly change gears. Quick. Just start fucking up and messing up. I just messed up then, like. You know, just take it easy, take it steady, man. And that's the thing, in wet conditions, people seem to rush things. Don't rush. Look around you, pay attention, and just work on the basic functionalities of moving your vehicle from A to B. People panic a lot, and they're like, oh, I've got emergency braking shit, and then they, you know, they come off their bike and shit like that. There's just no need for it at all. Like, we're slowing down. I don't even need to use the front brake. I'm using the rear brake for that 25% braking power, because I don't need a sharp, like, stop. I think that's kind of what it comes on to, you know, understanding your bike's power, and kind of the durability of the bike as well, you know, like, is it going to slip from underneath you? Probably not, because it's quite dry, it's just damp. And like I said, you can ask as many questions as you want on Facebook, but there's only so much they can answer. Like that. That wasn't even aggressive, but I went through the gears, you know. You just don't need to do it all the time. Anyone can go fast. It's about controlling your vehicle.